Good morning and welcome. It's me, April, the founder of April Sean Trace Life Coaching Experience. And I want to take a moment and I want to thank you for joining me with this video today. I'm not for sure where you are at. If you are near the Indiana area, you probably got snow. We got snow overnight and we were supposed to get more snow today, but I'm hoping for sunshine. I'm trying to make plans for the weekend, so gotta see how everything turns out. I hope you've been following along and you've been enjoying the information regarding the financial literacy, um, getting out of debt, budgeting, bankruptcy, and everything. This is this is great information for those who are trying to get themselves on track, become more able to get themselves where they need to go. So I say all of that to say this. Please be diligent in everything that you have. There are some great tips in these videos that I've been uploading, and I just hope that you are able to use this information to get yourselves where you want to go. Today, we're going to discuss credit repair. There are a lot of different agencies, a lot of different things that you can use to get yourself out of debt. Some people may even go to what they call credit repair agencies. And with the credit repair agencies, what they do is that they require your report, first of all. And with your credit report, they want to go over to check all of your informations, anything that you have. They want to also be able to determine if you are they want to be able to consolidate all of your debts basically, and you pay them a certain amount to get rid of your debts. They correspond with the three credit bureaus, TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax, for any information that may be questionable. And so what happens is that the credit companies, credit bureaus, communicate with the credit repair agencies, and the credit repair agencies will have to notify you of any information. But the thing is, the credit repair agencies, they do charge. It is a fee. Um, so there are tips that you could use also, because what I also want to say before I even give you the tips is that what the credit repair agencies do, you are able to do yourselves. So it's not that it's anything that uh it's not anything that will harm your credit at this time. What it does is that it's able to benefit. It's not that it's going to harm your credit now, but if your credit is already in jeopardy, if you feel like you have a low credit score, the whole purpose of the credit repair is that it helps you with your credit report. It helps you to correct anything that's on your credit report. So the steps that the credit bureau does, you are able to do yourself. You also could look up credit counseling. So credit counseling is similar, but for credit counseling is that it is a non-for-profit organization that will review your credit report. Get They will give you tools that will help you to fix your credit. They work with you on budgeting. They work with you on any type of financial issues that you may have. The thing is that you have to be able to mentally prepare yourself, so therefore you are able to stay prepared and stay ready. I want to go ahead and pause. I'm going to go ahead and give you some tips. And with these tips, I want you to go ahead and you can pause the video, you could do whatever, but please make note of these tips because these tips will benefit you on what to look for. And I will be back. Okay, so the first tips of information is what the credit repair companies will do, the information that you need. Um, well, basically how they work. So they will request a letter. They will write a letter to the credit bureaus of any information that you or questionable inquiries on your credit report. And the letters are to dispute any errors that are listed on your credit report. And when I say errors, the errors are anything that you may not have contributed to, period, or something that should have been removed off your credit because it has been on your credit longer than 7 years. So that is something that it will take off, or something that it will have questions that it will have on its own. Um, they will send out cease and desist letters, which means that the inquiry, the questions that's on your credit report, will have to come off. It has to be removed. And I will also recommend for you to apply for new accounts. This, I will honestly say, you want to be careful for, because you do not want to apply for a credit card if you do not need it or if you are not ready for it. We have discussed and we have talked about the two different kinds of credit cards: a secured credit card and an unsecured credit card. So if you are wanting to go for a credit card, always look for a secured credit card at first. Build your credit up. Show that you are responsible to work on your credit. Do these things to show that you are able to bring your credit score up if that's your goal. But remember, if you bring your credit score up, you will qualify for more big ticket purchases, but you still want to be careful when you're working with that. So that's why I said in the beginning of the video that you want to be sure to do your due diligence on anything that you are doing. You want to be careful. You don't want to just sign up for anything just because. You want to be careful with everything that you are doing. So, with that, that is information that is good for you to be careful for and to watch out for whenever you are working on or working with a credit repair agency. Before you even start working with a credit repair agency, you want to be sure to look it up, to research and do some studies for it. You want to make sure that it is a reputable agency that you are able to work with, that you can communicate with. You want to go to your Better Business Bureau and look at and research. And you want to also be able to determine how many clients they help. You want to be able to see what is they're actually able to do to help you fix your situation, your circumstance. Uh, so what I'm about to do is I'm gonna go ahead and give you some facts on how to mend your credit. And these are things that you could do yourself, so you're not actually working alongside a credit repair agency or a credit counselor. So go ahead and use this information, and I'll be back. Okay, if you notice, the number one is that you can do it yourself. This is something that I have said a couple of times throughout this video. You are able to go ahead and fix your credit yourself. You could do the same thing that a credit repair agency is able to do. And how you do that is that you print your credit report off yourself. You print it off annually. You are able to go to freeannualcreditreport.com to print off your credit report, so you can go ahead and get that completed and get that done. You want to be able to do that every year. Review your credit report every year, so therefore you're on top of if there are any errors or anything that's on your credit report that you have not done. You are, like I said before, you are not fixing your credit score, you're fixing your credit report, because your credit report will look better to anybody when you are working on getting that prepared and getting that fixed. The thing is, your credit score gives you a number where you stand. It tells you where you qualify at. Remember, your credit score goes anywhere from 300 to about 800. So you want to be able to fall somewhere. You want to be the higher you are, the better. So the lower you are, the more work you have to put to get your credit score higher. But you also have to watch out for hard inequities on your credit report, which will bring your credit score down. And what you want to do is you want to remove negative inquiries on your credit report, negative accounts on your credit report. Anything that you have not done, if it's something that you have done, try to pay it off and get it paid up. So therefore you don't have to worry about it. It will be removed, or it will show a positive account on your credit report. Closing accounts. We talked about this in our credit card video, and also the credit card article and information. You do not want to close a credit card. You want to keep the credit card open, and you want to hang on it. You want to have no more than three at the most, one at the least. Two is great, but you do not want to close an account or anything. You want to get it paid up and get it current. Closing the an account shows a negative inquiry on your credit report, and it also brings your credit score down. So you do not want to close any accounts. You want to keep the accounts open as much as possible. And let me see. And this is one thing. Patience is key. You are not going to receive any results from any of this overnight. You have to work diligently. You have to be patient. And if you like me, many of us, we want immediate gratification. We want to see results immediately. Nothing happens overnight. So while you start this process, you do want to keep open communication. You want to be able to communicate and understand what's actually going on, and you want to make sure that you are verbalizing the important aspects of what you are working on. You cannot expect overnight to have everything removed. It doesn't work like that. I wish it did, but it does not. Remember, when you are communicating with the credit bureau, so you are either using email or you are either using mail. You want some type of paper trail to document where you are at and where you are starting at and how that works. You do not want to just go right away to try to expect for anything to happen. You want to make sure that you have your paper trail together. And you, even if that, print up the papers. Get you a binder. Start saving the documentation. You want to be able to know who you are communicating with. If your credit report shows that the same information is on all three credit bureaus, you want to have three different binders: TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax. You want to be able to document and have all that information together because you want to be able to stay on top of this yourself. So that's a plus. That is something that you can do, and you don't have to pay anybody for doing this work yourself. You are able to do this work all on your own. You do not have to pay anyone to get done what you need to get done for yourself. That's one plus. So and the last thing that is very important, you have to change your thinking. You have to change your mindset. Remember, you cannot keep up with the Joneses. Just because Billy got a brand new car does not mean that you have to go get that same car. Um, Begin a savings. Save up. Take 10% of whatever it is that you have and save it. You want to be able to use that information. You want to be able to grow your assets. You want to be able to save you a cushion, because if you are trying to keep up with the Joneses and Billy and everybody else, it's going to make you financially, you won't be able to do it. Emotionally, it will bring more distress and more depression because that's more bills. So, as you're trying to get your credit and get yourself where you want to go financially, always remember that you can't keep up with everybody because you want to be able to stay on track for yourself. So, it's just a little information, just something to think about. All right. So, credit counseling, as I said before, it is a non for profit organization, but you also want to do your due diligence. You also want to do your research. And how that research entails is you do want to go to the credit bureaus, look it up, see who is suggested as a good credit counselor to go to. Once you do that, research the ones that you have found, and you want to go to your state attorney's website and research those agencies on there too. You want to see who is the best fit for you for what you are trying to work on, who you are trying to do. Believe it or not, there are some banks, there are some credit unions that does this, that has this available for their customers or their members. You want to be able to communicate with them, set up an appointment, communicate with them. My credit union has this service, and what they do is they want to be able to communicate, make sure that you are taking care of your finances the way that you're supposed to. So if you feel that you are having issues or having trouble with budgeting or getting yourself on track financially, take a moment, research, or if you are part of a bank or a credit union that offers a service, make a phone call. That will be able to get you on a calendar that will be able to help you get where you're trying to go financially, and therefore you're not in debt. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a moment. I'm going to offer you some examples of what the credit counselors are able to do for you, and just go ahead and make a note, okay? Well, I do want to thank you for joining me for this video. I hope this information was informative. I hope you are able to go ahead and make notes on everything and the examples for credit counselors. If you like it, go ahead. Like I said before, take a moment and do some research, or even make a phone call if you're a member to a credit bureau. I'm sorry, a credit union, or if your bank does it. So you want to be able to communicate, to reach out to someone who's able to help you get where you're trying to go financially. Have any questions, please feel free. You could leave me a comment on Facebook, you could leave me a comment on YouTube, or you could even email me at aprilshantraselce@gmail.com. And I'm look forward to hearing from anybody, from everybody. So go ahead, you can like, share, subscribe, and if you're on the YouTube, please hit the notifications, so therefore you are notified of anytime videos are uploaded. And I look forward to seeing you again soon, next video. All right, thank you. Bye.